the enemy, the one who is not known, because we always fight perceived enemies. So this program of peace, Masters in Peace and Education, and I would echo what Professor Mbesa said, we should take it down to the lower levels. That is BA, that is diploma, that is certificate, so that we can include everybody else. And as a university, guest of honor, I believe we can even other short courses which do not need a qualification to be done. So that we take the word around where men and women are found, irrespective of their academic level, academic status, because the gate of the university is locked with a key code C+ and above. What happens to the masses who do not get the C+ and above? Let's think of it, and we are able, and I'm sure we will get where we are going. I'm so happy once again, and I would wish all of us a nice launch of peace and education, and also the other program of religious studies, because we know religion is a two-sided sword. It can build and it can destroy. The real reason why we have religion is for living together in harmony. But the same religion is divided into sects, which teach people the others are the demon, they are the evil, and they should be killed. So let's move ahead and teach our students the right religion that promotes peace in the world.
Dr. Jusaya Duda, who is not present, myself, I'm here. All I can say is that with due respect to the guests, chief guests, GVC, academic affairs, the principals present, the heads of departments, the deans, the School of Business is always supportive of the School of Continuing Distance Education, because we have big programs, we are running with them, and we are happy to be present in this launch because it shows the expansion of these programs, and we continue to support and collaborate with you in development of distance education. I can mention that this is actually the future of education. If we look at what's happening in the world, physical learning spaces will soon be a thing of the past with the extreme expansion of the internet and availability of all these things everywhere. Recently I attended a meeting where we were invited by an American who is proposing to start a very big program in this country where he will be teaching by videos and all that. This has already happened in many countries. And so when we see programs like this as a School of Business, we just see opportunities. And so I wish to congratulate very much the college and the school for this initiative. And we wish them success in their future endeavors and also the success of these programs. The topic itself is obviously very, very pertinent to our country and what's happening in the world today. So we really wish great success, and we're also happy to be present. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So thank you very much. The guest of honor, presenting the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nairobi, Principal of the College of Education and External Studies, the Deans, all the staff present, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. Now, my name is Professor Michael Okoth. I am the Associate Dean in the Faculty of Agriculture. But in this particular function, I'm representing the Principal of the College of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences, Professor Agnes Mangombe, who is engaged in another function elsewhere. Now, the importance of open and distance learning, including e-learning, really cannot be overemphasized. And I think previous speakers have mentioned the importance of this mode of delivery of curriculum. Obviously, there are a lot of our people out there, people in this country, who would want to join our programs. But because they are engaged elsewhere, and because often they are not able to get study leave, they can only join our programs if they can be able to study wherever they are. And these programs are extremely important, and indeed the university actively promotes the open and distance learning programs. And indeed, it is also in our performance contracting that we launch more of these programs. Now, Vision 2030 is well known again to all of us, that it is a government program that seeks to lift this country, the economy of this country, to a higher level, indeed to a middle income status 2030. And through a number of programs, a number of them have been identified as flagship programs, and these two programs we are launching is part of that Vision 2030 program of the government of Kenya. Indeed, it's also in the performance contract of the University of Nairobi that the various colleges launch Vision 2030 programs. Obviously, our college is best placed to launch education programs. Now, I take this opportunity to congratulate the College of Education and External Studies for developing and launching these two programs, a Master of Arts in Peace Education and Master of Arts in Religious Studies. Indeed, it has been a lot of work, as we have been told, and it is really pleasant that you have been able to complete the process of developing these programs. Now, the College of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences is very interested in open and distance learning programs. Indeed, we are already mounting some programs at the master's level, especially in the Faculty of Agriculture. We have programs in the Department of Agricultural Economics, especially the Bachelor of Science in Agricultural Education and Extension. And we also have several MSc programs in the Department of Plant Science and Crop Protection, including MSc in Crop Protection and MSc in Horticulture. Now, the college continues to promote these programs, and indeed, virtually every department has undertaken to mount an open and distance learning program in the next, either in the next academic year or in the near future. Now, these two programs you are launching today are of particular importance to the College of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences, particularly because the College of Agriculture and Veterinary Sciences hosts the Wangari Maathai Institute for Peace and Environmental Studies. And so therefore, Master of Arts in Peace Education is extremely important to that institute, and it is my hope that they will indeed be involved in that program. And as we have been told, religious studies also has a lot to do with peace, and therefore the two programs we are launching today are very relevant to our Wangari Maathai Institute for Peace and Environmental Studies. Now, once again, I congratulate the College of Education and External Studies and wish the college success in implementing the two programs that are being launched today. Thank you very much.
College of Veterinary Sciences, represented by the Principal College of Veterinary Sciences, represented by Professor Okot, deans and directors, the director of school of the Center for Open and Distance Learning, Mr. Dumbe, and the dean of the School of Continuing and Distance Education, chairman of departments, members of staff, students, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am actually representing the principal in this forum. I usually take a cue from the humor of Professor Njeru, who is now representing the Vice Chancellor. And in that regard, that's why I was reminding the Director Center of Open and Distance Learning that today, this morning, I am the principal of the College of Education and External Studies. And I wanted him to recognize that apparently he was not informed. Before I read the speech of the principal, I would like to say that the two programs that we are launching today are very, very related. Master of Education in Peace Education, Master of Arts in Religious Studies. Religion and peace are normally very related, although sometimes human beings go to another extent to probably create non-peace out of religion. But that's human nature, the way the representative of the Dean of the School of Continuing and Distance Education said that human beings are the only animals that kill their own species with utter abandon. May I warmly welcome all of you to this important occasion where the College of Education and External Studies and the College of Humanities and Social Sciences are collaborating in launching two Master of Arts programs, the Master of Arts in Peace Education, which is actually hosted by the School of Continuing and Distance Education, and the Master of Arts in Religious Studies, which is actually hosted by the Faculty of Arts. I am happy to inform you that the College of Education and External Studies has in the past 2 years launched 5 flagship Kenya Vision 2030 programs, 4 at master's and 1 at bachelor's level. And today you can see that we are launching 2 others. In the year 2012, college launched Master of Arts in Project Planning and Management and Master of Distance education. Last year, the college launched 2 other master's programs, that is Master of Education in Educational Administration and Planning and Master of Education in Educational Foundation, and also Bachelor of Education in ICT. And just to reiterate and tell you that the Center of Open and Distance Learning have been in support of the School of Education. Actually, the last 3 programs that I have mentioned are actually in the School of Education. I want to take this opportunity to thank the university management for the continuous support it has accorded the College of Education, and especially the Center for Open and Distance Learning, in actually developing modules for all the colleges of the University of Nairobi, converting them and uploading them into the e-learning platform, and then availing them in the university website for distance education and e-learning mode of delivery. I would urge the other colleges of the University of Nairobi to emulate the approach that has been adopted by the College of Humanities and Social Sciences to embrace distance learning and have all their programs converted to distance study materials, as the University of Nairobi, in its commitment to being a world-class university, embraces the e-learning mode. With these remarks, ladies and gentlemen,